Hey, what's up? Greg here, burning both ends, burning on the back end of the day. Still got a few hours left, but I want to do a post before I get into some split work like last night. That worked really well. And so just want to talk about the day a little bit. So really cool day. You know, I'm really enjoying this iCore work, this entrepreneurial work. I mean, it really is like being in a startup. It's really up to me to self-motivate. It's really cool, and I find myself like reaching out to people for help a lot. Just kind of grinding, just pushing through things, not really worrying about, you know, how tasky some things might be, jumping around in different, you know, high-level tasks, low-level tasks. So it's really a lot of fun, and I really like being in the garage here, working from home. Really, I don't know, it just feels really good. So I'm psyched about that. And the interesting thing is, like, the most important thing, in my opinion, that I can be doing right now is setting up these interviews. This is like the main metric of the entire course, hitting 75 of these things. We got a little bit behind, you know, the opening session. We didn't do any, you know, scheduling of interviews, and so we fell behind a little bit. And I should have seen that coming. That was a mistake I made. I didn't note it. I didn't realize that, hey, I'm going to be a week behind, and I'm going to have to pick that momentum up entirely once I get back. And so pretty much this first week is almost like a dud. I mean, we only have a few interviews. We need to be doing about 10 to 15 a week. We only have about 3 for the week, 3 or 4. But what I'm seeing is like, it's, you know, this is like this kind of work. It's tough. It's like sales work. It's like you just fill the pipeline and you execute, and out the other end will come interviews. It's just some patience. Got to build some momentum. This is a real good, like, head down, just, you know, just grind it out. Just, you know, believe the process works, because I know it does. And then it was pretty cool. I was kind of getting a little bit down a little bit, but I know I just got to keep sending these emails out, keep calling people, trying different leads. And it was cool. And then like in the last like hour and a half of the day, all of a sudden, boom, 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 like 4 or 5 interviews just hit. And so it was really cool. And people were really accommodating, and they could meet like the next day. So really cool. And I'm also noticing like some impatience from other people. And this is something, you know, that I'm working on, is my patience, my persistence. And this is a really good activity to apply it, because this pipeline thing, this interview, like, I have no control over these people. All I can control is what I'm doing, what I'm executing, the emails I'm sending, the follow-up phone calls. How many different ways can I get at these people? You know, some are kind of tough, because some I'm just hitting through LinkedIn through a DM, and so that's all I got. Others, you know, I've got phone numbers, I've got emails. I'm trying both, so different angles. But at the same time, you kind of got to walk that fine line of being, you know, persistent but not too pushy and annoying. And that's where the patience comes in, because it doesn't make sense if I email someone and then the very next day I'm like on top of them, like with a phone call. But, you know, so wait an extra day. And so that's what I'm doing. So tomorrow we got a bunch of emails to send out, a bunch of phone calls, you know, a bunch of follow-ups, you know, from Tuesday and Wednesday's emails. But it's cool to see some interviews showing up on the calendar, and we're getting some good ones. You know, these are some really good leads here. I think we're going to get some good information. And then the other like super cool thing that finally I did today. So we had switched from Comcast to Sonic, so like fiber broadband, like gigabit territory, and so today finally hooked it up, and I'm so thrilled. So I was getting on this machine, I was getting about 30 megabits upload per second, and I'm sorry, download, and about 5 to 8 maybe upload. And so now I'm looking at a screen snap. I'm getting, just to test this morning, over 650 megabits upload and over 920 megabits. I'm sorry, over 650 megabits download, over 920 megabits upload. So I'm super psyched about that. We'll see how quickly this video shoots up there. So psyched about that. So broadband, awesome. And I'm also kind of curious, like, that's a severe, like, more than an order of magnitude increase. And I'm wondering what opportunities that's going to open up, because a lot of people are going to be moving in this direction. And Comcast, I'm not sure where they're at with their service, but this is competitive with the Comcast 30 megabit per second plan that I was getting. I mean, they claim 150. I haven't really seen it. Maybe I'll see as high as 60 on some machines in the house. This is a wired machine, so this should be the fastest machine in the house. And I had, actually, I'm in the garage, so I had one of these adapters that goes through the power line. It doesn't work so well, at least here, specifically for my computer. So I finally bought a long cord, Cat 6, ran it 100 feet, I had to run it quite a ways, but now I'm getting some sweet speed, so I'm psyched for it. So yeah, so I wonder what opportunities is this going to open up. I'm kind of curious about that. I mean, not everyone's got this, but that's a pretty fast, impressive speed there. So enough about broadband, but I'm super psyched. All right, let's get into the success journal. So once again, this is still working for me really well. I really like going through it. I did it again tonight just before this post. I ran through. I just knocked off a few little like micro tasks, things that take like under a couple minutes. So very excited about this success journal, and I think that's it for tonight. I mean, yeah. So my plan. So it's 10:15 p.m. By the way, it is June 14, 2018, Pacific time. So I got 4 tasks I want to knock off. I want to dent tonight. I got to hit the presentation. That should be a short one. That should be like a 10-minute task just to see what's going on. Probably delegate some tasks to the team. I got this light mask design that I got to get into. I made some good progress today on it. I got these drawings to make. Can probably easily spend a half an hour just cranking through a drawing. And then, of course, the interview pipeline. Got to keep filling the pipeline. And so we found a really good paper today. So I got a bunch of companies to reach out to queue up. And yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna have about an hour and 45. Let's call when the post. Let's say about 90 minutes, 95 minutes. And so I think that I can very nicely split it across these 4 tasks. The post in the morning, you'll see how well I did. And this is something that actually is uncomfortable for me. Excuse me. Is moving back and forth from task. I mean, not back and forth, but jumping from task to task to task to task. I don't like doing that, so this is a good practice. This is good, like uncomfortable. I don't really like this because I got to really switch gears, but it's also kind of pushes me, challenges me, so I like it. So that's tonight's post. So I-Corps is going well. Other work is going well. Got some meetings tomorrow, a lot of meetings tomorrow. So, and then it's the weekend. Then it's some family time. We have a celebration at my daughter's aftercare school. She's in a Chinese school, so she's learning Mandarin, which is just awesome. I love it. So we got that tomorrow evening. So that's gonna be a nice Friday evening little activity. And then Friday night's movie night for the kids, so they get to watch their movies. So that's pretty cool. They love movie night. Wonder what they're gonna pick. Never let me pick though. Big surprise, I guess. Anyway, this channel's about my journey as an aspiring entrepreneur. So come along for the ride. Comment down below, subscribe, tell me about what you're up to, tell me about your challenges, your problems. I'd love to help solve them if I can. I want to be of service. That's a big piece of this channel, as I'd like to be of service. And I'm still waiting for the first person to really, take me up on that. So go ahead, give me a challenge. I'd love to problem solve. There are a bunch of awesome links in the description. There are some motivational videos and motivational folks in there. There's some great music, some great mixes, some playlists that I put together on SoundCloud. And then the beat in the background, it's an Afro beat inspired by Fela Kuti. So if you like that, you can go on SoundCloud, check out some of the beats that I've written. G Money is my alter ego. I've been drumming for a few decades, and so I really enjoy putting these beats together. Right now I'm working on the second album. Slow and steady wins the race with that one. Talk about some patience. So anyway, be good, get some good sleep. And then wake up tomorrow, crush it, inspire people, do good things. I'll see you in the morning.